What is going on, everybody? Today in this video I will be doing a review on the Nokia Lumia 520 for AT&T's prepaid GoPhone lineup. This is a new Windows phone that AT&T GoPhone offers for customers. This phone is currently on sale at Radio Shack for $64.99, or after taxes it's $70. So let's go ahead and take a quick hardware tour around the phone. On the side here you got the volume rockers. On the right here you got the power lock button, and then there's also a dedicated camera button. On the front, it's a 4-inch touchscreen. Right here, you got the home, back, and search button. On the other side, there is nothing. On the back, you have a 5-megapixel camera, along with speaker, which is not the loudest or the greatest. We'll get into that later. And then you also have the Nokia Lumia logo right there. So let's go ahead and go over some of the features on the phone. As I said before, it has a 4-inch touchscreen display. It has a battery, a 1400 milliamp hour battery. It also has a 5-megapixel camera. I'll show some videos and some snapshots of that later. It also has a 1 gigahertz Snapdragon S4 processor. The resolution for the screen is WVGA, which is 800 by 480. It has brightness control, the Lumia color profile, which is all of the features that you'll get with all the Windows Phone. It has a 24-bit display colors, aspect ratio of 15.9. It has 235 ppi, which is pixels per inch. It has an LCD display screen, and it has no front-facing camera. It takes a micro SIM card adapter, micro USB charging port, which is right here on the bottom. As you guys can see, it has no NFC. It has Bluetooth 4.0, and that's pretty much it for all the hardware features of the phone. When you're on 4G with AT&T, which is called their WiMAX network, so the 4G LTE, it very differs. The highest you can get is 21.1 megabits per second. So, it's pretty good, whatnot. So let's go ahead and turn it on here. To turn it on, you just go ahead and hit the power button right there, and then you slide it up, and then you can have a passcode in there or not. I do have a passcode in there, so let's go ahead and unlock it. Once when you are unlocked, you are greeted to the typical Windows operating system. You can scroll up and down. It's very fluent. It's very responsive. You can scroll left to right. This brings you to all of your apps right here. Let's go ahead and dim the lights a little bit. Alright, so I did end up dimming the lights just a little bit here, so we can go ahead and take full responsiveness for this phone and the actual screen. It's a pretty nice screen in general. I wish that I could make it darker than this. Actually, hold on. I'm going to show you guys how bright this phone actually gets. So if we scroll down here to where it says settings, and then we go into where it says, I know you guys can barely see what I'm doing here, but if we go into where it says brightness, it's on low brightness right now. And then if we go ahead, put it to medium, that's super bright, and we put it to high, you can't see anything at all. It actually unfocuses the camera. Alright, so I was able to bring the brightness completely down so you guys could actually see what's going on. Don't mind the lines that's going up and down throughout the screen. I don't know what that is all about, but like I was saying, you got the typical Nokia Lumia interface here, or the Nokia Windows interface here. You got Temple Run. You can download apps from the store. And you do have to have a Hotmail account to download, just like you have to have a Gmail account to download apps. Right here is just the phone. It brings you into the phone. It says I don't have the SIM card inserted because I'm not actually using this as a phone. It's just a review unit. Right here you have the messaging. So if we go ahead and we click on right here where it says plus, we can go ahead and type a message. The keyboard that it comes with is nice. See, so if we type the angry cat, I don't know, I can barely see because I'm typing on camera, and it also does have voice to text. Let's go to the store at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Let's go to the store at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So, pretty responsive, way better than Android right off the bat. Tell you that right off the bat, that is way better than Android. As you guys can see, it's just way better than the Android voice to text. But let's go ahead, and if we go into here to the store, you know, it's your typical store. You can't download an app to download free music. But it's a typical store. Slide it, and then we could listen to music and whatnot. But we're not going to do that because we're going to be getting into copyright violations. And then people, that's just contacts. It comes with all the default AT&T contacts. And also another thing that you can do on here is you can go into where it says settings. If you swipe to the left, that brings you to all of your applications. You can go into where it says settings, and then you can change the theme. You can have it as a dark theme. We're going to put it as a dark theme just for the sake of this video, so we can actually see what's going on. So now it looks more like an actual Windows phone, and then you can change the actual colors of these panels as well. We got the email application, which is just a typical email. You know, you can go in there, set up your email and whatnot. People, again, you can link it with Facebook. Maps, the AT&T Navigator, Nokia Music, it's just a music player. The Xbox Live, if you want to connect your Xbox to this. Photos, like I said, it's a 5-megapixel camera. Be sure to stay tuned towards like the end of this video. I'm going to cut it out, and I'm going to put some sample pictures and also some sample videos for the camera as well. So if we're going to here with the camera roll, I don't have anything recorded as of now, so we can hit the back button. Another thing that I don't like is these back keys. They do not light up, so that's pretty much a downfall. But we're going to photos, and then the settings, the weather app, just some preloaded AT&T stuff. Now, as I was saying earlier, it has a 1.4 Snapdragon S4 gigahertz processor, so it's a pretty nice processor. I mean, it's really nice. It's really snappy, and it's really fluent. Let's go ahead and jump into the web browser here, and we'll go ahead and search for a YouTube video here. So just all together, I don't like the way that the actual audio from this one speaker sounds. It just sounds like it's muffled in, it's not loud, and it's not clear, it's tinny, it's just not enough for my taste. Let's go ahead. But besides that, the screen does look pretty crisp, pretty clear. And it's actually a pretty nice screen to watch videos on. It doesn't have HD playback or anything like that. But if you hit the search button, it also brings you to this Bing. So we can go ahead and type something in here, such as Google or Going, whatever is going to pop up for us. And again, and if you do have it set to white, it will look white. Everything will look white. If you have it set to the black, everything will look black. So that's one thing to keep in mind. So pinch to zoom. Really nice, really fluent on the phone. Let's go ahead and talk about battery life. On standby, you can get about a whole 4 to 5 days out of it. The battery life on here is like an iPhone battery. It only drains when you're using it. Heavy usage. It's been off this charge for at least a good 2 to 3 days now before I wanted to start actually filming the review. Let's go ahead and take a look at Temple Run. And I will not skip past this part so you guys can actually see how it loads up. Again, we are on the lowest brightness setting just for the sake of the video. So, I did play it before. It's pretty nice, pretty smooth. As soon as I say that, of course, I die. Let's go ahead and try this again. Pretty nice, pretty smooth. Okay, whatever, one sec done. It's a pretty nice game, it's pretty smooth. Overall, it's a pretty fluent phone. It doesn't lag whatsoever. I would definitely recommend this over the last phone that I reviewed, which was the AT&T Fusion 2. That phone was just a mess, and then you could also search for apps. The keyboard on here is really nice. I like it. The YouTube playback, as you guys seen, is pretty nice. I showed you guys the gaming. Went over some of the general specs for the phone. All in all, I would give it a solid 5 out of 5 phone. There's really nothing wrong with it, and for the price, you really can't go wrong. If you're looking for something different, something that's affordable, and it's a 4G phone as well. If you want something that's 4G and it has a nice little medium-range screen phone, and it has the medium-range size on it, it's really nice. One thing that I do want to point out is that the whole body of the phone is this like plasticky, soft plastic material. I really don't know what any other way to explain it, but It's really nice. It's a really nice phone. It's really compact, really durable. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this review. Please be sure to comment, rate, and subscribe. Peace. Subscribe. Peace.